Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the weather anchor of ABC's Good Morning America. He reports on major national and international environmental issues for the network, Mr. Sam Champion.
Good evening, and it's nice to say good evening instead of good morning all the time, so good evening. And welcome to Global Green's 2010 Sustainable Design Awards. Now tonight, we celebrate the 11th anniversary of these New York-based awards. I had the great privilege of hosting Global Green's Millennium Awards in Los Angeles earlier this year. It was a warmer evening than it is, and I just feel like I need to apologize for that. I saw firsthand that Global Green is truly dedicated to building bridges of awareness that forge new alliances that in turn creates the necessary activism to address the environmental challenges confronting us today. It was such an inspirational and informative evening that I kind of begged them to let me come back tonight and host tonight's celebration right here in my hometown of New York City. So you're stuck with me for a little while until I have to go to bed. President Mikhail Gorbachev founded this great organization based on one clear fundamental principle. Now, he said, "We live in a time where the biosphere could be destroyed. We must always remember that this planet is our only home. We need to create a new ethic of global responsibility, and we need a profound value shift," he said, "toward a new system that ignites the organic unity between mankind and nature." And as you will learn tonight, Global Green USA has been on the forefront of this value shift through their innovative local and regional programs that reduce carbon emissions by creating affordable housing, green schools, clean energy initiatives, and sustainable city programs. Now, Global Green is combating global warming and transforming lives and communities all across America, and it's happening right now. Tonight, you will learn about Global Green's extraordinary honorees who are also designing and implementing new models for our environmental, economic, and human recovery. Now, tonight, we're proud to honor people like Wade Green, Arianna Huffington, eBay, Sophia Bush, and Austin Nichols, and the Lincoln MKZ Hybrid. Give them all a round at one time. They are the people that inspire us to move, and so you'll hear from all of them this evening. But it's now my great pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of Global Green USA. Now, he has led this organization since its inception, and under his leadership, Global Green was recognized by things like Time Magazine as doing more than any other organization to green the rebuilding and recovery efforts in New Orleans and the Gulf Coast. And I'm proud to say that we've been there for Good Morning America. My producer, Darcy Bonfils, over there, and I've been there a few times, and we get a chance to see it all firsthand, so they really are doing some excellent work. He's been recognized as a Green All-Star by Outside Magazine and appointed by Sir Edmund Hillary Institute in New Zealand as the inaugural Hillary Fellow. Okay, that's pretty impressive, but he's also the guy that makes all this happen, and he's a wonderful man, so please welcome him warmly, Matt Peterson.
Thank you, Sam, and welcome to everybody here tonight. I want to do some important honors before I share some brief remarks, and that's to thank our chairs tonight, Chuck Harrington of Parsons and Bob Buckland of Rabobank. Thank you both very much for your generous support and leadership. And our sponsors tonight, there's so many: Lincoln, Silver Spring Networks, 360 Vodka, Newton Vineyards, and on in the program book. Thank you for your generosity tonight. With your help, we've raised over $450,000 this evening, so thank you very much. And before I'm done with my brief remarks tonight, I'm going to share with you the secret to saving the world. But first, a joke. How many people here tonight are fans of the Knicks? How many Knicks fans here tonight? That's my joke. All right. It's not really my joke. I'm from LA. Two planets walk into a bar. One's really pockmarked, looks sickly and on its last legs, and the other one's healthy, green and blue and vibrant. They sit down and belly up to the bar and order a cocktail. The Healthy Planet orders a shot of tequila, and the other planet orders a vodka on ice, and they raise a toast to each other, having just met, and said, the Healthy Planet says to the Sick Planet, so what's wrong? You don't look well. And the Sick Planet says, well, yeah, I've been sick for some time. I've got a case of the humans. Healthy Planet says, yeah, I used to too, but I got rid of them. I'm doing a lot better. All right, yeah, boom, boom. I got some help last year from one of our presenters to improve that joke, so some of you had to suffer that 2 years in a row. But I did the better version this year, believe it or not. But in all seriousness, Global Green is ensuring that we do have a healthy planet for future generations, that it can sustain life as we know it on this planet, not just to survive, but to thrive, so that people in future generations can enjoy the Hudson River, can enjoy the beautiful lands and air and water which we are we're so lucky and we cherish and we treasure and sometimes take for granted. And we're working hard to really make sure that that opportunity for future generations is there, and that we have this healthy planet for a very long time. And tonight, I want to take a moment and remember a couple heroes, a couple giants that passed this year. And we'll put up a slide here in a second. And the first is a gentleman named Steve Schneider, who it's hard to look at his photo because he died away tragically coming back on a plane earlier this year to try. He was a foremost climate scientist, for those that you don't know. And Steve was a remarkable gentleman, died way too young at 65, had beaten cancer, and was on our board for many years and a key advisor to our organization and many other groups, to be honest with you. And Steve was the kind of guy that would spend hours with reporters and activists helping them understand the complex issue of climate science, but always was committed to communicating and was on the Carson Show in the 80s a couple times. And we remember him as one of our true giants tonight. And on December 12th, there'll be a memorial at Stanford University, where he taught for many years. Where I'll be and many other fans and friends and loved ones of Steve will be together. God bless you, Steve, wherever you are. And the other is a woman in New Orleans, Pam DeShiel, who was a remarkable activist in the Lower Ninth Ward and was our partner in so much of what we're doing in New Orleans. And it was her vision that really made all that we were doing and that we are doing in the Lower Ninth Ward possible. Pam believed that her neighborhood could be the first neighborhood to be climate neutral in the country, and we're helping make progress along towards that goal. And Pam was one of those quiet but fervent and committed and never tiring activists. And tonight we also remember Pam. God bless you, Pam, wherever you are. But moving to the brighter side of life here on planet Earth, as we remember these, we also get this wonderful chance to celebrate so many leaders. And this is one of my favorite parts of my job, is these evenings when, despite the dim prospects in Washington for a climate bill or whatever important issue that we're concerned about, tonight we're not going to worry so much about that. We're going to celebrate these amazing people and these sustainable designs this evening, and really take a moment and hopefully find ourselves inspired and go back to work tomorrow and redouble our efforts to make a difference, to create a sustainable world. And while Global Green and our colleagues in Washington are working hard to protect EPA to continue to be able to regulate greenhouse gas emissions, thanks to, in great part, to California's AB 32, where we beat back Prop 23 this last electoral season. Global Greens is on the front lines of creating the models of success in communities across this country. And your support and what you're doing is helping make that possible. Whether it's our work in New Orleans, that you'll learn more about tonight, or our work in Youngstown, Ohio, a struggling Rust Belt city that was really the center of the steel industry for many years, How do we recreate this city? We're working in partnership with them to create urban farming and other sustainability initiatives to help this community thrive in new ways, as well as right here in New York with our CORE project, which you'll hear more about in a second as well, and our Green Schools initiatives and so much more, trying to bring the solutions to climate change to our neighborhoods and show what they really mean. It means improving test scores. It means reducing energy bills for low-income families. It means creating a new tomorrow for so many individuals. And that's what your work, your generosity tonight is supporting. So thank you very much. And now I will share with you that invaluable secret to saving the world. But I need your help for just a second. And you all have to stand. I know you just sat down. It's kind of soon to stand up again, but you still have to do it. Otherwise, we're not going to serve you dinner. All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. This is the secret to saving the world. Let's go Lakers. Oh. Sorry, Knicks fans. I couldn't resist. All right, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I love my home. Now give the person next to you a big hug. All right, over there in the back, that's too much hugging. You can stop now. You can take your seats. All right. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the secret to saving the world, is loving our home and loving each other. So let's get on with the evening. Thank you for being here tonight.